In today's video, I'll be showing you guys 4 of the best ways to get XP for the brand new 1.2 and 1.2 additional Minecraft Bedrock. And guys, these 4 ways range from beginner friendly to epic OP farms, which of course work on all Minecraft Bedrock platforms including MCPE, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Windows 10 edition. And before we get into it, as you guys can see on screen right now, only about 1.2% of you watching right now are actually subscribed. And if you guys find this video helpful, please do consider subscribing, as it really does mean a lot. And without any further ado, let's get straight into the first farm, which is the super beginner friendly XP and loot farm. With this farm, not only can you get a whole bunch of XP super easily, it will also give you resources on the side, such as some enchanted books, some fishes, and many other loot. And to build this farm, you'll need 3 chests, a hopper minecart, and a normal hopper. Then you'll need a bucket of lava, water, and a fish of any kind. It could be salmon or cod. And finally, you'll need 3 trapdoors, 4 ladders, 1 rail, and 4 signs. And to get started with building this farm, just go ahead and place down your chest like so. Then grab your trapdoors and go behind our chest and place 3 of them just like this behind our chest. Then you can go ahead and open them up so that we have a little enclosed area in the center. Now grab your signs and place them on all 3 sides of our chest just like so. And you can place them on the chest by crouching. Now grab your water bucket and waterlog the chest by crouching just like that. Then grab your bucket of fish and place it right there. Now all you have to do is dig out these 3 blocks right here and make them 4 blocks deep. Once you're done with that, jump right in and break these 2 blocks and make it 1 block deeper just like that, and place in a double chest down there. Now place a hopper going to that chest, and on top of that hopper place down a rail, and on top of the rail you can place your hopper minecart. Now while crouching, you can remove the rail just like that, and this next step is super important, and that is to grab your last sign and go ahead and place it on the same block as the hopper minecart, as this will stop the lava from breaking our hopper. Now grab your ladders and place them all the way up just like that. And once you guys are done placing ladders, just go ahead and fill in this little area just like that all the way up. Now for the last step, grab your lava bucket and place it down there. And that should be the farm complete. And now to use this farm, all you need is a fishing rod. And guys, the better fishing rod you have, the more XP and loot you'll get. So as you guys can see right here, I have an Unbreaking Luck of the Sea and Lure fishing rod, which is one of the best ones you can find, but you don't have to start off with this one. When you're just starting off with this farm, you can just use a regular fishing rod, as when you're fishing, you can get even better ones, and all you have to do is just upgrade to the ones that you find. So now to use this, all you have to do is just stand a couple blocks away, just like this. And as you guys can see in the center of the screen, there's a little plus shape, and that is the crosshair. And now you're going to want to line that up with the back trapdoor right there. And guys, make sure that you're far away enough that it's not highlighted just like that with the black outline. So if you're standing far enough, it won't be. And now all you have to do is just cast your fishing rod by right clicking just like that. And as you guys can see, it's in the water, and after a couple seconds, boom, just like that, we got some loot and some XP. Now you just have to click it again. And if you guys want, you can easily set up an auto clicker that clicks every 5 seconds, and you should get infinite XP and loot. And as you guys can see, we're already up to level 1 just after a couple seconds. And if you guys check down here just like that, boom, we already have a couple of fish. And if you do this enough times, you can get name tags, enchanted books, fishing rods, and many other useful items. So guys, that was the first farm. Now let's move on to the second method, which is a little bigger and harder to build, but will get you more XP than the previous one, and that is the mob XP farm. So here are all the items you'll need to make this farm. And guys, the 4 items on the bottom right corner you see are only optional items. As if you guys want to automate this farm, you'll need the observers, pistons, tridents, and lever, but if you're okay with it being a bit manual, you don't need those items. And guys, later on, if you decide to add more layers to this farm, you'll just need a couple stacks of cobblestone and 101 trapdoors. And guys, once you have everything and you want to get started with building this farm, you're going to want to first choose a good location to build this farm, and that's either over the open ocean, or you can go ahead and build it on top of a mountain, which should be a little bit higher than the surrounding land like this. Then grab your dirt blocks. Now you're going to want to go up by 100 blocks. And once you guys have made it up here, 100 blocks above where we started, grab your ladders and place them all the way down. Then make your way back up to the farm. Next, while standing on top of this block, go up by 1 glass block right here and 2 on the other side. Now you're going to want to extend out this platform by 6 more blocks. Then go ahead and fill it in. Once you're done, you should have a rectangular platform like this. Now you're going to want to break these 4 blocks right here and this 1 extra one like so. Then you can grab your hoppers like this and place it going to that block, and the remaining 4 hoppers going into that one. So a little like that. Then you can grab your chest, break these 2 blocks and place it right in front of the hopper, just like so. So first, for the manual version, you're going to want to place down 4 slabs on top of the hopper, then grab your glass blocks and build a wall all the way around, and go ahead and make it 3 blocks high for now. Now you can go ahead and break these 2 blocks right here and place our slabs on top just like that. Now we should be able to easily kill the mobs that fall down here with this little gap, and if there's any creepers, they won't be able to see us and hence will not explode. But for those of you interested in the automatic version of this farm, just go ahead and remove this bottom layer for now. Then you can grab your pistons and place 4 of them, just like this. Once you're done placing the pistons, grab your observers and place one observing that and the other one facing that observer. So the arrow should look like that. Now you're just going to want to repeat this in a loop all the way around. And once you're done with that, you can go ahead and grab a lever and place it on the piston right here. And if you extend it, boom, you should see a pulse traveling all the way around. And if you let go, the Trident Killer should be activated. For now, go ahead and turn it off and just go in and throw in 1 to 2 tridents into our Trident Killer. Then you can go ahead and seal up the farm. So once you guys are done building the bottom section, either the manual or the automatic, all you're going to want to do is extend out this wall by 17 more blocks. So in total, you should have a wall that's 20 blocks high. And once you guys are done building the bottom section of the farm, we can move on to the next part. And now to move on to the next step, which is to build these spawning platforms, we're going to want to first make a layer of cobblestone all the way around here. And go from the center 2 blocks and make them go out by 7 more blocks. So in total, from this block to the center one, it should be 8 blocks long. Repeat that on all 4 sides. Once you're done making this plus shape, you're going to want to make a wall 2 blocks high, going all the way around. And once you're done making the walls around our channels, you're going to want to grab your water bucket and place 2 on the ends of all 4 sides. And once you're done with that, the water should flow up until the end like this, and we should have the channels complete. Now, grab your trapdoors and place them along the end right here and open them up. And repeat that for all of the sides. And once you're done placing all the trapdoors, you can go ahead and fill in these spawning areas just like this. That's 1 corner complete. You're going to want to repeat that for all 4 of the corners. And once you guys are done placing in all of the blocks, you should have a big spawning platform like this. Now make your way to the edge right here and make a wall 2 blocks high all the way around. And once you're done with that, now for the next step, we're going to want to spawn proof this area for spiders, as spiders usually just clog up the farm. So if you want better rates, I recommend doing this step, but it's totally optional. If you guys want, you don't have to do this. So if you want spiders, skip this step. But if you don't want your farms to be clogged up by these spiders and so you can get better rates, you're going to want to take your trapdoors and go to this corner right here, skip 1 block and place 1. Then you're going to want to skip 2 blocks and place another one. Then finally skip 1 block and place it right there. Now skip 2 blocks and place them right next to the old ones. And skip 2 more blocks just like that. And now you're going to want to do this for all 4 sides. And once you're done spawn proofing the area for spiders, the last step is just to build in the roof. To do that, go to one of the corners, place a temporary block and go up just like this. Break the temporary block, and now you're going to want to fill in the roof all the way up. And finally, once you guys are done placing in the roof, all you have to do is spawn proof the top. To do that, you can just spam some torches all the way up here, or you can take some slabs and place them all over the roof and these sides, or you can do the same with leaves. But I recommend just spamming some torches, as they're the easiest method compared to all the other ones. And as you guys can see, as soon as you put in the roof, we should get mobs spawning, and just like that, we already have a creeper. And if you just AFK, you should be able to get a whole bunch more. And guys, to get the best rates from this farm, you're going to want to hold a looting sword and just turn on the Trident Killer to kill all the mobs. And if you guys want the best rates for this farm, you're going to want to press escape, go into settings, and make sure that you're on hard mode. So make sure that your difficulty is set to hard. And guys, a quick tip, if you don't get any mobs to spawn for the first time, I recommend changing your world to peaceful, then back to hard. That should help get the mobs to spawn. And the best AFK spot is to just stand on the chest or on this platform right here, and you should get the mob on, and they'll fall down here, and we can get the XP and the loot. So as you guys can see, we already got some levels, and if you check the chest, we already got a whole bunch of loot just in a couple seconds. And if you guys want even better rates, all you have to do is just build more spawning platforms on top and then put the roof on the final layer, which should allow you to get way more spawns. And now up third, we have the most OP XP farm, and that is the fully automatic iron and XP farm. You can get more than 60 levels in just a couple minutes, and also a whole bunch of iron on the side. Here is everything you'll need to build this farm. And guys, here are a couple notes. And guys, for the beds shown in the material list, you'll need at least 20 beds. And also for the fletching tables, you can get any workbenches of your choice, but fletching tables are the best as they give the highest iron golem spawn rate. And guys, for the Trident Killer, you need at least 1, but I recommend getting 2 to 3 for the best results. Finally, instead of the half stack of white concrete, you can use any solid block of your choice, but make sure to not use any blocks which are cobblestone related. So go ahead and grab everything. And guys, once you have everything to start off building this farm, you're going to want to choose a place where you're at least 150 blocks away from any villages or villagers. So make sure that you're decently far away from all sides, then make your way to one corner and break 3 blocks into ground like this, then 2 blocks right here, and 2 more like so. Now you're going to want to place your mango blocks and these 2 more blocks, and finally grab your sticky pistons and place them just like this right next to our magma block. And on top of each one of these pistons, place a lever like this and make sure that they all can extend out like so. Now skip these 2 blocks right here and break 2 blocks into the ground like so, and 2 more in an L shape and place in your double chest right here. Then grab your hoppers and place one going into the chest and another going into the hopper. On top of the 2 hoppers, place your wall blocks like this. Now place 4 of our glass blocks like this and 3 more on either side. Then place 1 more next to the walls as well. Now add 1 more layer to it all the way around, just like this, but make sure to leave an empty block right there. Then make another layer going all the way around, so we should have a 3 block high wall. Now over the remaining solid block, skip this block right here and place 2 of our glass panes up there. Then break this block right here and replace it with one of our dispensers. Then go to the outside and while crouching, place a button on the dispenser. Now grab some more glass blocks and place them like this to fill in the wall, but make sure to leave a 1 block gap right there. Now you can go ahead and place a water bucket right underneath our dispenser. And to make sure that the water flows correctly, go ahead and extend out all of our pistons. And if you did everything correctly, the water should flow down until our 2 walls right here. Now grab your glass blocks and place 4 of them right here. Then you're going to want to grab some of your solid blocks and place 2 just like so. Now you can grab your trapdoors and place them on top of our walls like this, and when they open up, it should look like that. Then place 2 more up here, and when these open, they should fall down like so. Now for the final bit of redstone we need to do, place a 2x2 glass blocks and 1 more block right there. Then grab your redstone, place 2 on our solid block, 1 more right here. Now place our comparator like so, then the remaining pieces of redstone dust right there, and finally grab your lever and place it right here. Then you're going to want to change the comparator into subtract mode. To do that, right click it so that the front dot is on, and now when you turn it on like that, we should have a super fast redstone clock, and our trapdoor should be opening and closing very quickly. So turn it off for now. And now that we're here, you're going to want to grab your tridents and shoot them into the center of these top trapdoors, and once you're done, open them up so they fall down to the bottom ones and close it. And when you turn on the super fast redstone clock, we should have a trident killer. Now you're going to want to make it to this side of the farm and then break these 4 blocks right here and make them 3 blocks deep in total. Now go ahead and make this 5 blocks wide in total. Now once you've dug out the hole, grab some temporary blocks and place in 2 blocks like this from the side, and once you're done, go ahead and place down 5 beds on top. Then break these bottom blocks and place in the remaining 5 beds. Then get on these other beds and repeat the same thing on the other side as well. And guys, to break the bottom blocks, you might need to dig yourself a small channel right here. But once you broke the bottom blocks, just go ahead and place the last 5 beds. Then just fill in this area and make your way out of this little hole. And once you're done with all the beds, go ahead and cover up this hole. And now you're going to want to grab your 20 workbenches and go ahead and place 6 like this. Place 6 more on the other side as well. And once you've done that, on the remaining side, go ahead and place down our last 8 workbenches. Now get some more glass blocks and fill in the wall all the way around. And once you're done making the wall, this is where our villagers are going to stay. So make sure to place some torches right here to prevent any mobs from spawning here. Once you've done that, you're going to want to bring in at least 2 villagers from the nearest village. And as you guys can see, they should convert over into the fletching jobs just like that. And from here, you can just give them some food and they'll eventually breed up to 20 villagers. But for now, I'm just going to spawn them in. And guys, once you have all your villagers, make sure to avoid these green suited villagers as they don't work. So to get the best rates, you're going to want to make sure all of your villagers have a job. But once you're satisfied with the amount of villagers, go ahead and fill in the floor with our solid blocks. As you guys can see, we already got some cats spawning, which means that the iron golem should also spawn soon. We're going to want to replace these glass blocks with our solid blocks as well, so that the iron golems can spawn on them, just like this. Now you can grab your remaining glass block and make a 3 block high wall all the way around. And now for some of the final steps, all you're going to want to do is grab your signs and place 2 right here, and while crouching, place 2 more, as this should allow the iron golem to quickly fall into our hole. Then grab your water buckets and place 4 of them along this line. And lastly, you're going to want to place 1 more right here. And as you guys can see, if you did everything correctly, all of the water should be flowing into our hole. And that should be all the construction complete. And now to get this farm to work, you'll need to make some of these potions of infestation. And to make those, you will need some stone blocks, some gunpowder, some nether warts, some blaze rods, some empty water bottles, and a brewing stand. You're going to want to dig a 2x2 into the hole like this, and then place 2 water buckets on opposing corners like that to make an infinite water source. Now go ahead and place down your brewing stand and just get yourself some water bottles as well. Then open the brewing stand and place in your 3 water bottles. Then into that, you're going to want to first place in some blaze powder and some nether warts. And once that's done brewing, you should get some awkward potions. So the next step, you're going to want to place in some stone block. And once it's done brewing, you should get some normal potions of infestation. But to turn them into splash potions, all you have to do is just place in a gunpowder. And finally, once you're done, we have our splash potion of infestation. And once you guys have made all of the potions, you can go ahead and open up the dispenser and place them in just like this. And now I'll show you how you can use this farm. So to use it as just an iron farm, all you're going to want to do is leave these magma blocks on just like this. So whenever iron golems spawn, they'll fall right in and the iron will be automatically collected. So to use it as an iron farm, as you guys can see, as soon as the iron golems spawn from our iron farm, they're gonna fall right into this hole. And since we have the magma blocks on, they'll start taking damage. And as soon as they die, the iron will automatically be collected by the hoppers. And if you open up the chest, you can collect the iron from the farm. But to use it as an XP farm, you're actually going to want to turn off these magma blocks and wait for some iron golems to fall into the chamber first. So when we get one more to spawn just like this, and once you're satisfied with the amount of iron golems in here, I'll show you how you can get the XP. And to get the XP, you're going to want to make sure that our Tyrant Killer is on. And once it's on, and to get the XP, you're going to want to dispense out our potion like this. Then go ahead and flick in these magma block. And as soon as that happens, our iron golem should start taking damage and spawn some silverfish. And as soon as the silverfish die from our Tyrant Killer, we can collect the XP by standing right here. So as you guys can see, by standing here, we're already up to almost level 10, and the iron golem should survive for about 50 seconds. If you guys want, you can heal him up with an iron ingot, but we can always just wait for more iron golems to spawn and get more XP later on. So from just one iron golem, you should be able to easily get about 30 levels and also some iron on the side. And as you guys can see, we're already close to level 20, and if you open up the chest, we already got a couple iron as well. And guys, to get the best rates for iron and XP, you're going to want to make sure that our iron golems spawn in the farm. So to prevent them from spawning outside, you're going to want to spawn proof an area around it by making into path blocks like this, or you can place some slabs or leaf blocks all around here to prevent the iron golems from spawning anywhere but in our farm. And you're also going to want to make sure that they're not spawning anywhere underground. Just make sure to spawn proof the area so that the iron golems will spawn in our farm. And finally, the craziest method, which is super beginner friendly and literally can get you infinite XP in just a couple of seconds, and that is the infinite XP glitch. And to do this XP glitch, you will need 35 temporary blocks. These can be any blocks of your choice. For now, I'll be using cobblestone and a stack and one of these Bodlow enchantings. You guys can easily find these Bodlow enchantings in pillager outposts, and once you have a couple, you can duplicate them until you get a stack and a half, or you can even just trade with villagers and get a couple of these. And once you have a stack plus one of these bottles, we can do the glitch. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up your inventory and then take our cobblestone blocks and fill in your entire inventory with these blocks just like this. And as you guys can see, the last one should have 2 blocks. Now all you have to do is go a couple blocks out like this, then just throw out the extra one Bodlow enchanting like that, then go back a bit so you don't accidentally pick it back up. Now open up your inventory and then fully block it up like this. Now make your way to the bottle we just dropped and stand over it like this. Then go into your inventory again, and now what you're going to want to do is select the full stack of Bodlow enchantings right here. Then you're actually going to want to pick it up and quickly close the inventory as fast as you can. So I can do that by left clicking and escaping as fast as I can. As you guys can see, it didn't work this time, but just try again. You're going to want to get the timing right. And if you get the timing correct, it should look a little like this. The whole stack of items should be nowhere to be seen, and in our inventory we should have just the one extra item. And once you got this part of it to work, all you have to do is press escape and save and quit. And guys, by the way, now if you're doing this in your single player worlds, you can just enter the world as soon as you've closed it. But if you're doing this on realms, you're going to want to wait about 1 to 2 minutes before reopening your world for the glitch to work, as this glitch will work on realms and any kind of worlds you're playing on. So if you're playing on realms, just wait a minute, and if you're playing in single player worlds, you can open it right back up. And if you did it correctly, in your inventory you should see the full stack just like that. And if you press E to open up your inventory, boom, we have another stack on our hand. Now just replace it with one of the temporary blocks, and just like that we got ourselves 63 extra Bodlow enchantings. Now all you have to do is just use it up like this and get all the XP you want, but just make sure to leave one extra so you can do this glitch again and repeat it as much as you ever need. So hey guys, that's it. Those are 4 of the best ways to get XP in the brand new 1.2 and 1.2 edition of Minecraft Bedrock.